The moment you entered this battlefield, the enemy felt it in their bones. Chosen ones, understand this clearly. You were never a mistake, never an afterthought. You were the disruption they couldn't predict, the storm they secretly feared but pretended didn't exist. You didn't stumble into your power, you were forged by every attack, every betrayal, every silent war waged behind your back. And while they schemed in the shadows, thinking they could slow you down with their cowardly plots, all they managed to do was expose their weakness. Every obstacle they placed was a weapon turned back against them, not because you begged for strength, but because you became it. You were not built to seek validation from a rigged world. You were built to rise where others crumble, to thrive where others break. Your power is the nightmare they can't escape. Every attempt to block your path only amplifies the fear gnawing at their pride. They tried to twist the narrative, tried to make you doubt your own reflection, but look at you now, still standing, still rising, still haunting every corridor where they once laughed. Your success isn't just growth. It's a declaration that no amount of darkness can bury a force born to reign. If you feel this fire awakening inside you, it's time to claim it fully. Smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and stand with those who refuse to be silenced. Your rise is not just survival, it's a warning shot, heard across every fortress built against you. The power you carry doesn't just disturb your enemies, it destroys their illusions of control. Stay sharp, chosen ones. Your season of silent victory has only just begun. Before moving ahead, let me take a moment to thank each of you who have supported this mission through Super Thanks. Your generosity is not just a kindness, it's a profound sign of spiritual alignment, a silent testimony that you recognize the calling placed upon you. When you choose to stand with this message, you're doing far more than offering support. You are stepping into a higher purpose, helping to carry light into places where darkness once claimed victory. Your faith, your action, and your heart all speak louder than any opposition we face. It tells me you aren't just listening, you are part of the awakening, part of the chosen ones destined to dismantle the old and bring forth the new. You are proof that when the faithful unite, no enemy can hold their ground for long. If something within your spirit resonates with this truth, if deep down you know that your strength was never meant to be hidden, I invite you to quietly affirm it. Comment 999 below. Not out of pressure, but as your personal declaration that you are standing in alignment with your higher calling. A quiet vow that no weapon formed against you will prosper, and your light will not be dimmed. Vicious circles. Number 1. Refuse to be a casualty. Become the catalyst that breaks their chains. You were never the product of a random twist of fate. Chosen one, your journey was etched into the fabric of time long before the world even knew your name. This exact moment, this breath you're taking right now, is woven into a far greater design. You were never meant to merely survive the pressures around you. You're not here to simply react to the injustice, the manipulation, the betrayal. You're here to transform the battlefield into a place of power. What's unfolding through you isn't just personal triumph. It's a ripple effect strong enough to shake foundations in places you haven't even set foot yet. The world will always try to chain you to a false identity. They'll label you, shrink you, put a ceiling over your head and call it destiny. They want you small, compliant, apologetic for even daring to stand tall. But deep within you, there's a defiance that has never bowed, and it never will. That resistance burning in your chest, that's not rebellion, that's your birthright. Every time they tried to silence you, the universe sharpened your voice. Every time they knocked you down, it was setting the stage for a greater rise. Each wound you endured wasn't a defeat. It was a secret forging, molding you into something no enemy could predict. You were never chosen to march in the lines they drew. You were carved out to break them. You weren't designed to blend in or earn their hollow approval. You were built to tower above the noise they call normal. The ones who came before you, those who tried to press you into their version of success, they could never understand this calling because they were too busy surviving inside the very cages you were sent here to destroy. You are not simply surviving what was meant to bury you. You're gathering every shattered piece they tried to break, every lie they tried to feed you, and turning it all into fuel. Fuel for a fire so uncontainable that even the strongest structures of their system will crumble under its heat. Your journey isn't about carrying the weight they put on your back. It's about flipping the burden into a crown, redefining what strength means, redefining what justice looks like, redefining what unstoppable truly feels like. This is not just your story. This is the awakening of a force they hoped would never exist, and it walks in your shoes. Number 2, stop letting the system crush you. Let it forge you into something untouchable. They thought the weight they threw on you would break your spirit. They believed if they pressed hard enough you'd crumble like everyone else. But chosen ones, you were never made of the same fragile material they were counting on. Every scheme, every betrayal, every silent battle you fought was never meant to destroy you. It was shaping you into something they could never predict. Untouchable. The system isn't strong because it's right. It's strong because it repeats itself, trapping the ordinary, rewarding the obedient, and trying to suffocate the different. They fear what they can't control, and you, chosen one, are everything they cannot tame. So when life tightens its grip, don't see it as your downfall. See it for what it truly is, a refining fire, a sacred forge that burns away weakness and pulls out the unstoppable force that was always hidden inside you. Every attempt to silence you only proves how much your voice matters. Every effort to block your path is just another confirmation that you were never meant to stay in their system. You were meant to outgrow it, break it, and stand above it. What they see as your breaking point is actually the birthplace of the version of you they cannot defeat. Let them try, let them push, because all they're doing is crafting a legend, and that legend is you. Number 3, quit seeking validation. Walk your path like it's your birthright. Chosen one, it's time to stop waiting for the world to applaud you. Their validation was never meant to crown your journey, and their approval could never contain the magnitude of who you are becoming. You were not placed here to fit their narrative or play by their broken rules. You were sent to walk a path so rare, so unshakable, that the very ground shifts beneath your feet. It's not arrogance, it's not rebellion, it's ownership of the destiny carved into your spirit long before anyone could label you. Every time you paused, hoping they would recognize your value, you gave a thief the keys to your power, but not anymore. You don't need their claps, their understanding, or their permission. Your path is your inheritance, etched into the blueprint of your being. You walk it not because the world hands it to you, but because no one else is qualified to tread it. Their silence, their ignorance, their doubt, none of it has the authority to define your worth. Understand this: those who seek approval become prisoners of small minds. But you were never designed for smallness. You're not walking to be seen. You're walking because the calling is too big to deny. You move because every step you take echoes with a purpose bigger than their applause could ever reach. And the higher you climb, the quieter the world becomes, not because you're unseen, but because you've risen beyond their reach. Keep walking. Keep rising. Their validation was never the prize. You are. Number 4, don't just fight the system, destroy the roots that keep it alive. Chosen ones, hear this clearly. Your battle was never about a few corrupt faces or broken pieces. The real enemy runs deeper. What you're confronting is the very soil that allowed this injustice to grow unchecked. It's not enough to swing at the branches while the roots remain tangled beneath your feet. You're not just here to react to what's visible. You're here to rip out the poison hidden underneath. This system was never built for you to thrive. It was crafted to trap, to drain, and to suffocate anyone with the courage to walk their own path. It's not just about who holds the power. It's about the ancient, twisted beliefs that say you shouldn't rise at all. Every time you stand up, you're not just facing a person. You're facing the deep, invisible forces that taught generations before you to settle for less. You are the wildfire they never prepared for. You are the fracture running through their so-called order. Every time you refuse to bow, you weaken the foundation they pretend is unshakable. You're not here for small victories. You're here to tear down the unseen chains, to erase the lies coded into the system's very bones. Chosen One, don't just fight what you can see. Strike at what they fear you'll uncover. Dismantle the ideas that gave their power life in the first place, and watch how fast their false empire crumbles into dust. Number 5. Abandon the need for applause. Build your quiet revolution in silence. There is a rare kind of power that thrives beyond the noise, the kind the world underestimates because it can't see it growing. Chosen One, your strength isn't built in the spotlight. It's built in the shadows, far from the shallow praise of those who chase fleeting moments of attention. You were never meant to perform for applause. You were created to rebuild what others thought could never be touched. The world craves spectacle. They clap loudest for the ones who flash brightest, but their noise fades fast and their memory fades even faster. You, on the other hand, are laying foundations that will outlast every hollow voice. Every silent step you take, every unseen battle you endure, is another brick in the revolution you're building, one that the weak cannot comprehend. Your journey was never about collecting approval. It was about creating undeniable change, the kind that shakes the ground long after the crowd has fallen silent. Let them misunderstand your silence. Let them call your patience weakness. Meanwhile, you are planting something so deep, so unshakable, that when it finally rises, nothing will be able to tear it down. The true chosen ones aren't chasing the crowd. They're building the future while no one's watching. And by the time the world wakes up, it will be too late to stop what you've already set in motion. Number 6. Stop doubting yourself. Their fear of you is the proof of your power. Chosen Ones, every time you hesitate and question your own strength, you hand power back to those who are already terrified of what you're becoming. Understand this. Enemies don't waste their energy trying to destroy what isn't a threat. They come harder against you because your very existence shakes their foundations. Your name unsettles rooms you haven't even entered yet. Your light exposes everything false that they built their power on, and that terrifies them more than they will ever admit. When they plot against you, when they slander your name behind your back, when they try to block your progress, it's not because you're weak. It's because you've already stepped into a level they can't reach. They fear what they cannot control, and you, Chosen One, were never made to be controlled. You are not here to bow to their fears. You are here to awaken your own unstoppable force. Every smear, every attack, every obstacle thrown your way is a silent confession, a desperate attempt to cage something they know they can never truly defeat. Your power isn't potential anymore. It's active, it's real, and it's expanding beyond their grasp. You don't need their approval to know you're destined to break every false ceiling they set for you. Stop doubting the undeniable. Their fear is the loudest proof that you're already winning. Number 7. Never think you're alone. Your battle reflects the fight of millions. There will be moments when the silence around you feels deafening, when it seems like you're carrying a weight no one else can understand. Chosen one, you need to know, you are not alone. Your battle, your scars, your unseen victories, they are not isolated storms. They are the echoes of a million silent warriors who have walked this same unforgiving road. You are standing where many have stood before, and many are standing silently beside you even now, unseen but unbreakable. The world wants you to believe that isolation equals weakness. It whispers that your pain is your own, and no one would ever understand the fires you've survived. But those whispers are lies meant to suffocate your spirit. Because your fight, the unseen one you wage every day, is the mirror of battles fought by countless souls who refuse to surrender. Every tear you've swallowed, every moment you chose resilience over defeat, ripples outward, inspiring hearts you may never meet, but whose lives are forever altered by your strength. You aren't just fighting for yourself, you're lighting a path for those trapped in their own invisible wars, showing them it's possible to walk through the fire and still rise. The loneliness you sometimes feel is the mark of the front runner, the first breaker of chains. You are living proof that victory isn't found in crowds. It's found in carrying the torch when others are too broken to lift it. You are the whisper of hope that reminds the silenced that their story isn't over. Stay standing, stay unshaken, because even if the world pretends not to notice, the souls fighting in the dark see your light. And because of you, they will rise too. Number 8. Don't chase empty wins. Find your true victory in your own evolution. Stop wasting your energy chasing after trophies that were never meant to define you. Chosen one, the real victory was never about the applause, the titles, or the shallow victories the world uses to measure success. Those are hollow rewards, designed to distract you from your real mission. You're not here to chase their approval. You're here to evolve into something they can't measure, can't label, and can't contain. Every false win they dangle in front of you is a trap, a glittering cage meant to keep you small. But you were built for more than that. Your true power isn't found in collecting hollow victories. It's found in every silent transformation you endure, every piece of yourself you refine in the fire. Real victory is the strength you build when no one is clapping, the wisdom you earn through battles they never even saw. It's who you become when the world isn't watching. Chosen one, your journey is sacred because it's not about being celebrated. It's about becoming undeniable. You don't evolve for show. You evolve for freedom. You evolve to break the ceilings they built to limit you. And every time you refuse to chase empty validation, you pull further away from their control and closer to the destiny carved only for you. Let them chase applause. You chase mastery. Number 9. Stop shrinking under pressure. Let your light explode through the darkness. Chosen ones, you were never created to cower under the weight of pressure. You were forged for it, made to expand, not collapse. The darkness that rises against you isn't proof that you're losing. It's a sign that your light is getting harder for them to ignore. Every force that tries to suffocate your spirit, every lie thrown at your name, every wall built to block your path, it's all confirmation that you are becoming too powerful for their old games to contain. They want you to shrink. They want you to doubt. They want you to believe that being overwhelmed means you're losing. But hear this clearly. Pressure is not your end. It's your ignition. You were designed to explode through the barriers they thought would break you. You are the light that was meant to blind, the eyes that thrive in shadows. The more they push, the more you must rise. The more they mock, the louder your silent victories must roar. Their oppression was supposed to bury you, but it only planted you deeper into purpose. Let every attack fuel the fire within. Let the pressure crack the ground beneath your enemy's feet, not your own resolve. You are not here to fit quietly into their broken system. You are here to make sure they remember your light every time they dare to build walls against the chosen ones again. Number 10. Don't just survive, exist so powerfully that resistance becomes natural. Chosen one, survival was never the end goal for you. You weren't sent into this world to merely endure, to hang on by a thread, or to spend your life dodging the blows thrown your way. No, you were crafted to dominate the very storms that were meant to destroy you. Your presence alone should unsettle the foundations of everything built to keep you small. Your very breath should be resistance in motion. You don't have to announce your strength. You don't have to convince anyone that you're unbreakable. It should drip from your silence, from the way you keep moving when everything around you tries to chain you down. You are not here to survive the system's tricks, the enemy's jealousy, or the obstacles set in your path. You are here to be the proof that no force on this earth can diminish what was born to rise. Exist with such intensity, with such unstoppable energy, that resistance becomes second nature. Let every attack make you sharper. Let every attempt to derail you become a new reason to accelerate. When you embody this level of power, your enemies no longer see a target, they see an immovable force, and their own defeat reflected back at them. Chosen ones don't just survive. They exist as a living reminder that no scheme, no weapon, and no amount of darkness can silence a soul that was made to reign. Number 11. Quit trying to be the hero. Awaken the sleeping giants around you. Chosen one, you were never called to carry the world alone. You weren't sent here to play the role of the lone hero battling endless storms by yourself. That image, the solitary warrior seeking to fix everything, is a trap meant to isolate you, to drain you, and to convince you that you must bear it all in silence. But your true power, it isn't found in standing above everyone else. It's found in awakening those who have forgotten the strength sleeping inside them. Your mission isn't to save, it's to spark. Every step you take, every truth you speak, every wall you refuse to bow to, lights a fire inside others who had almost accepted their chains. You are a living reminder that they are not powerless, that they have always had the ability to rise. They just needed someone to remind them who they are. The world is full of silent giants, people who've been taught to stay small, to keep their heads down, to surrender their voice. But when they see you move differently, when they feel the weight of your presence against the current, something inside them wakes up. That's the true revolution you were born to ignite. Not to be the loudest, not to be the lone hero praised at the end, but to awaken a force so massive, so unstoppable, that no enemy stands a chance. You were never here to fight alone. You were sent to trigger a storm bigger than anything they can contain, and that storm is rising. Number 12. Don't just endure the storm, teach the world how to rise from it. Chosen ones, you were never meant to just endure the storm. You were born to master it, to show others how to walk through it without losing themselves. Survival alone was never the mission. You were meant to rise from the ashes with the kind of strength that turns scars into blueprints and battles into testimonies. The world watches you in silence, wondering how you keep standing when everything around you has tried to rip you apart. What they don't understand is that you don't just survive storms. You become the storm that reshapes the landscape. Every trial you faced wasn't sent to end you. It was sent to build a foundation so strong that others could climb it after you. The pressure, the betrayal, the isolation. It was all forging something unstoppable inside you. Others hide from the rain. You learned to dance in it. Others collapse under the thunder. You learned to roar louder than the skies. And now, your resilience is more than just personal victory. It's a manual for every soul who thought the darkness would swallow them whole. You're not just a survivor, you're a map for the lost. Every time you rise, you whisper to those still crawling through the wreckage, you can make it too. And that, chosen one, is the real revolution. Not just escaping the storm, but teaching the world how to conquer it. As we come to the end of this message, remember this. Chosen ones don't just survive the fire, they become the light that leads others out of it. Your resilience is not a secret to be hidden. It's a force meant to ripple through generations. If today's message sparked something deep inside you, stand with us. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and stay connected to a movement that refuses to be silenced. Your strength is needed. Your journey is not just survival, it's the blueprint for a rising world.